It's like a Yaris now, not because it's mid-shifted, but because it's one cylinder just died by itself. Ah. In any case, good morning comrades, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Nürburgring, to Apex. Today is, what day is it actually today? The 20th, the Saturday, 20th of March. It was supposed to be the Test and Einstellfahrten, which means basically just the test day for the VLN/NLS race cars, but it got cancelled because of the weather predictions, namely snow. It's been snowing, it's currently still freezing right now, and they decided, you know, it's not going to be good for full slicks, we're just gonna cancel it out. So instead, we're gonna have TF, Touristenfahrten Public Session Nürburgring, which is great. But now to the bad news of today. RingTracktor died, one cylinder died, maybe something else died, but it just like has no power. Yesterday the car came back from JRZ suspension after they've installed the JRZ R.S Pro 3 suspension, three-way adjustable suspension. I took it out around the block, and I was as I was driving it, it was just like more dying, and then like, oh. So I wanted to do a lap today because we have now pretty much all the mods except for the seats and the gearbox with the LSD installed, and it would be cool to have like overload on the handling mods and then just like a very shitty engine to then later to compare it with the new engine. But I decided to keep it away because the problem is the car needs to cross the UK border on its own power. And speaking of which, the car is going to Dark Side Developments next week, so in a few days time it will be picked up and it will go there. But it needs to cross the border on its own power, because if it goes on a trailer, then it is an import of good. You need to pay taxes or the temporary import with ATA carnet, all the other stuff that we discussed earlier about. So this is like a short update. But the good news is that JRZ has installed the RS Pro 3-way adjustable suspension. So let's quickly have a look at how it looks like. We have here the external reservoirs that you can adjust I believe the high speed, low speed compression, yes, and then the rebound you can do on the top. I might be wrong, I will insert the font actually here, I need to figure it out. We have ground control camber plates for extra camber. You already seen the eccentric bushings on the trailing arms. We also have Vischer's strut bar, so should add something for chassis rigidity, but there is that. But unfortunately that is dead. Now, as we go to the back, we can see the total thing. The issue that we have is that they did not have the shorter springs, because the springs that are on there are from Eibach, and we need to ask for shorter ones to get them made, and that is why it is kind of high. Now, however, when you run a car in Nordschleife, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, because yeah, you want to have the car slightly higher than usually on a GP track, but it will be lower in the future. Then on the back, external reservoirs for the rear suspension, and that is pretty much it. So far the bad news of the RingTracktor being dead, good news of the suspension being on it and the car being picked up for well, the coming week, so the new engine can go in. But now let's move on to the best news, which is namely Polestar 2 that has been delivered here. This is going to be my loaner car for about a month, so I'm very much excited to take it out today, later on the track. Big disclaimer, however, the car comes with winter tires for very obvious reasons, as you can see around us with all the snow, etc. So probably in a few weeks time we will swap it for the summer tires, and then we can see what the car can do. But even today we're going to take it out to see what the car can do, the first impressions, etc. But it's not going to be anything mind-blowing, and tomorrow the video is coming of the Polestar 2, and later on there's going to be obviously a video where I'm gonna go talk more into detail about it being a car, as an everyday commuter, etc., my long-term experiences. So let me know what you guys want to know for the upcoming videos, or what you want to know about Polestar 2. Obviously, it's being marketed or positioned as a Tesla Model 3 competitor, and I'm very much looking forward to see how they compare, because I have some experience with Model 3, etc., but you all know that, so there is that. Furthermore, on today's program, we're going to do a couple of laps. We have Robert coming with the license plates for the E30, so we're going to do some E30 laps, and I think I should stop talking now, because I've been already like blah 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 for quite a while now. We should have some vlog left for the rest of the day. I just want to tell you how much I love the carbon-tastic steering wheel. It looks so good, and also in compare it together with the old gauges of the Mark IV, it actually works. I love it. And the Black Forest Industry shifter knob works very well. But now let's see what the rest of the day has to bring. We usually have a tradition of putting parts on the car which cost as much as the car or slightly more, but the suspension is like 5 times more expensive than this freaking shitbox. Just want to show you this side. Look at that, sexy. Yeah. No. 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 Hi.
There we go.
Nice.
Yes, finally, huh?
So is it the 330 diesel?
330 diesel, 330D. It's actually really cool. I've been really lucky so far. I've got 330 for M3 E30, and I've got 392.
Yeah.
We've got 380 for the M3 F80. We have 482 for the M4
yeah,
F82.
82.
So I've been quite lucky with the BMW M plates, huh?
Yeah. So 346 coming as well?
I have 346 reserved.
And 336?
And I have 336. I don't know if one of those I can't get. I think 336 is taken. And I think I ended up with 363 or something like that, so it was reversed.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. But,
oh, well.
So, I mean, if 1 out of 6 misses, then what are you going to do, right?
And now all the comments are going to be like, so what's up with the E36?
Yeah, I mean, it's still being built. Somebody wrote on my channel yesterday, they said, what's up with the Schirmer built E36? I said, well, it's not Schirmer built yet.
There is that.
It's in process, though. You know, we talk about it regularly. I'm just not putting any pressure on it. You know, it's one of those things where I want the car. I'm really excited about it, but at the same time, I'm in no hurry. I've been enjoying driving the GT2. Going to take this out for a couple, cruise laps and everything. So, yeah.
Speaking of which, let's go for laps. Bora, grab the camera. It's a historical moment in the history of Apex.
Speaking of historical, I can get historical plates for this car.
You can, but then you cannot mod it.
Well, you can't mod it to a certain extent. You can do safety things that modernize it to make it roadworthy for modern day. But you know, if I were to leave it like this, even though I have like the KW suspension on it, right now it has KW suspension. That's acceptable because it makes it roadworthy today.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can do little things like that. You can't go crazy with it. But the nice thing about it is the insurance ends up being really cheap.
That's why all the 30-plus-year-old cars are going through the roof in value in Germany.
It could be. I mean, honestly, if I compare what the operating cost of this will be to, say, a new McLaren, the insurance on this will be less than 6-7% of what a new McLaren would be on the, just for any type of use. And then the road tax and everything will be maybe 20% of it.
Yeah.
So when you start looking at that and the factors of owning multiple cars, you start thinking, man, and this is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
The biggest problem is that the tape deck don't work.
Yeah.
We need the code.
Fast forward and we are rolling onto the track with the car on the road, legal for the first time. Well, it had the plates when we bought it actually, so it's not the first time we're driving it on the road, but the first time on its actual plates.
Those are temp plates.
Yeah, temporary plates. So
this is actually my first time driving it because we drove it down, parked it, and it's been sitting, getting work done, getting tubed. So the first time actually on plates is we've got 800 meters on the road and then the Nürburgring.
Well, you test drove it when we were in Holland.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. On the plates now, since we got it and brought it home, this is the first time I've driven it.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're gonna shoot a video for your channel and later on for my channel. So fast forward.
I drive my van harder around the track than this.
Well, on the first lap we got overtaken quite
by the sub 7 up.
Exactly, quite with quite a significant speed difference of all the cars. The M3 laps were amazing, as you maybe probably have seen, and there's going to be a separate video on that later on, but we also did a lap in this, actually even 2 laps, because that's how much I loved it. 210 through the compression foxhole, suspension coping nicely. And then look who we have here. John on his day off.
Yeah, mate. I'm just doing some testing on these tyres because I've not run 801s on this yet. So Well, I just have brake problems again, so I need to try and work out what's going on.
Go, go, go! If the brakes are good, I'm jumping in for a lap. By the way, just did a lap in the Megane R.S Trophy R, filmed a passenger lap. And after that, the owner allowed me to drive a lap myself. I didn't film that one, unfortunately, because I didn't have my head strap and yada yada. I could have made a video, but I'm sure there are going to be plenty of other opportunities. Very nice car, loved it, enjoyed it, very well balanced. Yeah, but I think pedal shift for the track is definitely a better way to go, for sure. Yes! A lot of fun. So why we're not in the Starlet?
Brake failure.
Again.
Yeah. Oh, there's Lauren.
Oh, it's Lauren! It's a nice way to end today's video, day, laps, all the stuff. From a broken Mark IV Golf into one that's going.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh.
I mean, we're not going to catch him, so...
Yeah, we're just gonna vibe on the track. It's been a very nice lap, George. Thank you very much. Sorry that I didn't film, but sometimes you just have to enjoy yourself as well. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of more Mark IV Golf laps with this one or the other one. Or
wait till we get the summer tyres on.
Oh yeah, then we're going to send it.
Might even put a set of AR1s on for banter.
Yeah, why not?
And just see how hideous the suspension roll will be.
Yep, that's going to be fun. Well, until then, enjoy the sunset and some vibes. Healthy. Thanks a lot.